As a community-based hospital, it's all about the patient. We actually, as leaders, have adopted a saying here, feel better faster, to our patients. And a lot of that has to do with patient throughput and how we can get somebody in a physical bed, heal them, and get them home where they ultimately want to be. I always say that there's a triangle. And in this triangle, there's the doctors, there's the nurses, and then there's environmental services. How we support the clinical arena is just as important for the patient to heal.
The patient environment is key to the patient's perception of what their hospital stay or their stay in the facility is.
Our patients are expecting more of a hotel, and it's always in a master facility plan of how we can update and how we look at renovations and how we can stay ahead of the game. And Nora has been an integral part of our master facility plan.
So the oldest part of the flooring system in the hospital happens to be in our intensive care units.
The flooring was not done right to what we would call correct standards. Floor finishes, stripping and waxing as what the public knows, it's a thing of the past.
The waxing and everything else on the floor, it gets on the walls and the doors. I hate it.
The cost savings in floor finish, floor stripper alone, and having to do it twice a year has probably saved our department budgets about 18% annually. To this day, our ICU is the oldest nora flooring. However, there are no issues.
They're always wowed when they first walk into the ICU because we have this tremendously long hallway. And so the first thing they see is our floors. And so that's the first thing they take away. And so often they remark that, you know, this is the cleanest ICU I've ever seen. This is the cleanest hospital I've ever seen.
Usually as other existing floors, as time goes on, it just wear and tear, and you can see it. With nora flooring, it just looks like it improves.
Low luster is okay. You need to allow the floor to do what it's supposed to do. We can scrub out a nora floor in less than 30 minutes with good old water.
The maintenance on it is very fast process, and it helps avoid interfering with patients.
And there's no smell. Our efficiency takes off to a whole new meaning of feel better faster.
Added comfort underfoot impacts my staff every day, every hour, every minute of every 12-hour shift they work. And so having a flooring system that supports you and provides that comfort makes all the difference in the end of your 12-hour day or the end of your 25-year career.
There's just so much good about the product.
I guess it's almost like a runway. Your runway has to be smooth for every day. The fear and the hesitation, that shouldn't exist for us in our environment. We should be able to respond quickly and not fear for falls and slips or trip hazards.
The installation process can make or break the product. And it's not the product's fault. It's the installers.
There's a reason that they train the contractors and get certified, because they know once you apply it, do it correctly, and the final product is flawless.
The installers can truly give that negative perception back to the product.
A lot of hospitals, they like to stay connected to help each other with issues like this.
Nora pads. A stretcher wheel gets blocked and it starts scraping the floors. Well, with Nora, you can just apply the pad and take it right up, versus if it was the old floor finish, then you would have to strip out sections, and that did not mean the section was gonna match your other section. So then you're looking at it from, this is a bigger project that I'm gonna need to take on because of a stretcher. It happens all the time. But when you're able to apply the Nora pad, all what you need to do is tackle that, and it blends right back in to where it is seamless. Cleanability to enhance patient care, it's right up there with the doctors. The environment is just as important. You don't have to worry about potential infection control issues and all those other things that could keep me up at night.
Our patients are very sensitive in the ICU to smells and to sounds. When we look at our HCAP scores, quiet is something that we take very seriously. Patients do much, much better when they have a quiet environment in which to heal. Something that contributes to that and helps would be our flooring system.
Takes the stress really off the patient.
It might not matter what type of care you provide. If the environment's not right when they walk in the door, then you've already done a disservice to your families.
I call it noratized. It is proven. It is what I would call the Mercedes-Benz or BMW. Nora is the best.
I would recommend Nora flooring for anybody, for any hospital, for any clinics. Without a doubt, Nora's #1.
If there's gonna be a renovation, it is already the standard. We're gonna put Nora down, and it gives me that peace of mind knowing that I don't even have to worry about it anymore. But it's also comforting that my colleagues see proven results to where they too know what a superior product it is.